fairies and princesses, then you've come to the right place. Welcome to Disney Coast to Coast.
Hey folks, and welcome to Disney Coast to Coast, the ultimate unofficial Disney fan podcast. I'm Jeff DePaoli.
And I'm Patrick Dougal.
And Patrick Dougal.
What?
Let's start the show with Frozen News of the Week.
It doesn't ring a bell.
No?
No.
Well, it's like the 30-something week of doing it. You haven't been paying attention.
No, I might have a fever.
Oh. Anywho, Frozen news. Not a ton.
But there's some.
But there's some, of course. Why don't you start off?
Well, over in Hollywood Studios, as they announced before, Frozen Summer Fun is coming back.
Ta-da!
And the Frozen Sing-Along used to premiere in this, like, side theater that you've been using for special events.
I was gonna say, I'd actually never heard of this theater. It was called the Premiere Theater.
Mm-hmm. They use it for, like, Star Wars weekends. They'll have their panels there. During, usually Christmas time, they'll throw in a Comedy Warehouse extravaganza thing.
Where is it? Like, in the park?
Okay, so it is right by... There's New York.
Also
New
known
York
as
section.
the Honey, I Shrunk the Kids movie set playground.
And if you go, like, out of it, it's, like, kind of by Muppets area.
Where Hunchback performed.
Yes.
Yes, okay. Cool.
So
it was there.
Frozen Sing-Along was there, and it's been there for a while.
Mm-hmm.
Almost a year now.
Since
Frozen Summer Fun started. But it is moving to the old American Idol Theater, which is a lot bigger. And not only is it moving there, but they're even renaming the theater to the Hyperion Theater.
Yes.
Which, when I first read this, I kind of had a mild heart attack, because I thought they were talking about Disney California Adventure. And I was like, whoa. Frozen Sing-Along is not moving to the Hyperion Theater in DCA. I'm sorry. That is where Aladdin performs.
What if Frozen Sing-Along replaced Aladdin so that they could bring back Muppet Vision 3D?
I would strike.
He would pick it. You would totally pick it.
I'd shed a tear.
I would have to call and be like, oh my god, are you alive? Did you die? Did you have a heart attack?
But that's not the case.
That's not what's happening.
There's just... Hyperion Theater was a big... it's where... something premiered.
It was called the Superstar Television Theater. You're talking about in Florida, right?
No, I'm just talking about in general, the Hyperion Theater.
Oh, well,
like in Walt Disney history.
Maybe we'll find that out a little later, toward the end of the show, maybe?
Okay.
Maybe.
That's when something premiered.
Yeah.
Somewhere.
So, but yeah, so the Superstar Television Theater is what the space was initially called when Disney MGM Studios opened. Mm-hmm. And it was still called that when American Idol was there. And now with Frozen Sing-Along moving in, they were calling it the Hyperion Theater. To me, this is a little questionable as far as... Okay, so Superstar Television Theater immediately makes you think Hollywood, I think.
Sure.
Right? Superstar Television Hollywood. Hyperion Theater, maybe not so much. So I'm wondering if this has something to do with the rebranding of the park. And the renaming of the park.
It's funny, though, because outside the theater is where they have all the busts of, like,
the Television
Oprah.
Academy.
Yeah, so that's why it was that Stars...
By the way, I don't know if I've ever told you this. You know you live right next to the real one, right? The Television Academy that has all those busts.
Sure.
You don't even... We're walking down there sometime. Walt's head is right there.
Cool.
It's happening.
Okay.
Anywho, so I'm curious if it has something to do with the rebranding, because otherwise, like, if Frozen's going to be in there kind of indefinitely, which it kind of sounds like it is going to, why not just call it the Frozen Sing-Along Theater, right? But the fact that it's the Hyperion Theater makes me think they have grander plans.
Why don't they call the Hyperion Theater here Aladdin Musical Spectacular Theater?
Well, because that actually wasn't the original, and
neither was Frozen Sing-Along.
True, but I'm thinking in the Vegas sense of things. When Vegas shows, like, it's funny. It'll be like the Jersey Boys Theater until Jersey Boys leaves, which makes sense because it's easier to find, but at the same time, I hate it. I think that's a terrible thing. But in any case, I digress. Another little Frozen news of the week. The Royal Welcome, which is part of the Frozen Summer Fun.
Yes.
Is coming back this year, but they're doubling it. It's going to happen twice a day because apparently the parade routes were insane when they did it.
Super popular.
So now twice a day, and I think they've added characters. Like was Olaf not part of it?
No, before? Olaf hasn't debuted at that point.
I think he's going to be part of it this year, if I'm remembering correctly.
Makes sense.
And it's going to happen twice a day. So that's going to happen. And that's basically the Frozen news of the week.
Yeah, go Hollywood Studios. Yeah, like, taking all the news this week.
Totally. And before we move on to our normal news, I have kind of I don't know if this is a special announcement, but it's something I did not tell you yet.
Oh, no.
No. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yay.
Oh, yay. So last
Not good
week,
at surprises.
I don't know if you remember last week, we were discussing Cinderella, the movie, and I mentioned how I saw it at the El Capitan.
Uh-huh.
And I mentioned how the audience was reacting very energetically, and specifically to a reaction of confetti.
Yes.
Okay. Well, either you or I jokingly said, and I think it was myself, but I'm not sure, that
People love free stuff.
people love confetti, and that we should have confetti on Disney Coast to Coast.
Oh, my.
Okay.
Where's this going? I know where this is going.
People have written to us, like legitimately contacted us through several different forms that we should have confetti to the show. But I'm not making this up. A fan sent us a package. And inside this package,
Is it a... Oh.
I am not making this up. We have confetti party poppers.
There's a lot.
We have 6 of them.
Oh, my God.
So, here is what was requested of us. This viewer, her name is Lauren Houseman,
Hey, Lauren.
wants confetti used in the show. Apparently, we have 6 times to use it. And she suggests that we call it the Super Exciting Disney News segment. And whenever we have a super exciting Disney news
Can I
segment...
pop one of these?
Well, let's hold on for just a second.
I don't even know how this works.
But whenever we have super exciting Disney news, we use one of these, which means not necessarily every episode.
Yeah.
But we have 6 times to do it. I suggest that not only we call it the Super Exciting Disney News segment, but I think we should call it the Lauren Houseman Super Exciting Disney News segment.
Done.
And I think that this is pretty exciting news. Am
Is
I
it?
right or am I wrong?
I mean, it's pretty exciting, but I have no idea how to use this, and I'm
Okay.
really scared.
Let's use one. I can't even believe we're doing...
There are caution symbols on this,
Okay.
Lauren. So if something happens, Lauren, I appreciate you, but
I just can't believe she sent these to us. But let's see.
you can do it.
No, I want you to do it. But so there's these little things with these handles.
Oh, no.
And it's
Which
not-
way does it go?
I don't really know. I'm assuming this is the top because this is the picture. Oh no, but the picture's backwards on the other side. Oh,
This
that's
is
not
real
fair.
scary.
Okay. Grasp above safety tape with left hand. This is my left hand. Grasp below safety tape with right hand. Twist lower portion in direction shown to launch. Are we ready for this super exciting the Lauren Houseman super exciting Disney news?
I guess.
Oh God, that was way messy.
Confetti! Obviously, if you're watching this, or listening
If you're
to this,
listening, it's so much less exciting.
but if you're watching it, you're welcome. Thank you, Lauren.
Thank you, Lauren Houseman.
Now we'll be spending the next 10 minutes cleaning up.
Yeah, that was.
I hope it was worth it.
I hope I didn't blow the mic out.
So that was super exciting.
That was super exciting Disney news.
And now you guys just have to wait to find out our 5
more.
Yeah.
So I think we should use them by the end of this season. So by the
Yes.
end of 2015, there will be 5 more super exciting Disney segments. I have a feeling the 60th anniversary might be.
Maybe.
But
Who knows?
next one you're launching. Okay, so
I guess.
yeah. That's kind of scary. But in any case, moving on from there, folks, there was a lot of Disney movie news that's
Huge
been
amount.
happening the last few weeks, and some of it we haven't talked about. So I just kind of let's get through a bunch of movie news.
Let's
for
do
you.
it.
Big Hero 6, huge hit, of course.
Mm-hmm.
It has
Won
won
the
what?
Oscar.
Oh yes, won the Oscar, of course. Old
Huge.
news. But it recently passed $600 million at the box office, making it the 3rd highest Disney animated film of all time. It surpassed Tangled.
Yeah.
Nowhere near Frozen or The Lion King.
Barely. I think Tangled was like $579.
Yeah.
But still.
But actually, Big Hero 6 is still in theaters in
Yeah.
like 25 countries or something. So it's going to go even higher, but it's not going to catch Lion King or Frozen. But still, it's pretty awesome.
Oh, yeah.
It's the only non-musical in the top 3, which I think it actually is something to say. I think that's pretty huge.
Good job, Disney.
So, thumbs up, Big Hero 6. Come on, thumbs up.
Thumbs up.
Thumbs up. For those of you listening, we're giving
We're
thumbs
giving
up
thumbs
right now. And from there, Tron 3.
Yes.
It begins production this fall.
Yes.
I'm a little surprised by this.
It's very, I mean, it's late I wasn't expecting it so far away. Like the second one came out in
It was a while ago,
2010.
Right? What? Wait a sec. What?
2010.
That was like 5 years ago?
So I was expecting that if they were going to make a third one, it would be like maybe 2 years from that or 3 years from that. But I kind of gave up hope, and now it's been 5 years. Of course, they're just starting in 2015.
Yeah, in the fall, so toward the end of this year.
It won't be out till like
2016 or 17. Probably 17, because it's not in the slate of anything we've heard. So that's crazy. For me, I mean, to be honest, I never saw Tron Legacy. Did you?
Yes.
I did not.
In theaters.
And I've never seen Tron.
I've seen Tron and Tron Legacy.
Apparently, I'm not a Tron fan.
But I am a fan of Electronica.
Electronica, exactly. And that's what I'm hoping this means.
Yes.
I am hoping that a new Tron film means Electronica is coming back to Disney California Adventure.
Please.
I think it should go to Disney's Hollywood Studios or whatever the heck they're going to be calling it by 2017.
Mm-hmm.
I love Electronica. So
I'm hoping.
Fingers crossed.
Now, if you had to name the third Tron movie, what would it be?
Tron, Jeff DePaoli must see this one.
Tron
Beyond Legacy.
Trillo 3.
Trillo 3? That's an amazing word.
Done.
Tron Trilla 3.
If it's named that,
what if it's Tron Electronica? That'd be fantastic.
Anyway, that's coming.
That's coming. More movie news. Avengers, Age of Ultron, new teaser trailer, I guess?
Yes, new
although it's
trailer.
coming out very soon, isn't it?
Yes. New trailer was released. I think more footage was added. I haven't seen it yet because I've actually stopped I watched the first trailer that came out, and then I didn't want to spoil any more for myself, so I haven't watched any more since.
Okay, I've seen it, and see, I don't have that problem.
Okay.
So,
more footage from the other ones?
Yeah, I would say. I mean, it was only about a minute long.
Okay.
Maybe a minute and a half. And some characters I wasn't super familiar with. Like, of course, you got Iron Man and stuff, but there were some that I was like, who are these
Quicksilver
people?
and Scarlet Witch?
Yeah, like stuff like that I'm like...
Was it a girl and a guy with white hair?
Yeah.
Those are the new characters introduced in this one. So it's...
But they haven't been in any previous trailers, correct? Or have
Yes, they have been.
Okay.
Quicksilver and Scarlet Witch, they were... You know, Marvel loves their end credit teaser kind of things.
Yes.
They were at the end of Thor: The Dark World.
Should I... Are you going... Oh my god, look, confetti stuck in the light.
ADD, folks.
You're going midnight to see Age of Ultron?
Tickets have already been on sale for like week or two at this point.
Oh, have they?
I haven't bought one yet. I assume midnight's probably already sold out.
I'll make a deal with you.
I'll see it the weekend it comes out, but who knows if I'll see it midnight.
I'll make a deal with you. If we go to a matinee priced movie, I will go see it with you.
Okay, but there's also the deal of there is a 24-hour marathon.
No.
Where you can watch all the Marvel Cinematic movies.
Literally couldn't handle it.
It's from like 6 p.m. on one day to the Age of Ultron will show 7 p.m. the next day.
I couldn't handle it.
So it's a little more than 24 hours.
Couldn't handle it.
We're doing it. The Marvel Movie Challenge.
Are you buying my ticket to that one?
Marvel Movie Challenge here.
How much is that ticket?
I think it's like 50, 60 bucks.
Don't waste your money.
We're doing it.
Not on me.
Right here.
But I'll go to a matinee with you. Is that a deal?
Cool.
Okay. Awesome. So that's Avengers. Let's see, Toy Story 4.
Yes.
Which, of course, we've all heard about. But there's some interesting news that came out a couple weeks ago. Toy Story 4 is going to be a romantic comedy.
Mm-hmm.
Which is interesting enough.
Yeah.
But they're saying it also has nothing, I shouldn't say nothing to do with, but it is not a continuation of the original trilogy.
Okay.
Which is scary to me.
Yes.
This means potentially no Woody, no Buzz. I doubt that will happen, but potentially.
I feel they're talking about the storyline with Andy. I think it's going to continue with the same characters with whatever her face name is, I forgot.
Oh, well, I mean, the Andy thing's already ended.
Yeah,
it's already. I think toys already have new owners.
Yeah,
I think it's gonna be more separate than even that. Like what I've been reading, like Pixar has officially announced it's a romantic comedy. It is a completely separate storyline. So I don't know. This is Toy. Oh, it's so tough because like everybody was like, "Oh my God, can't get better than Toy Story." Then Toy Story 2 was better. Can't get better than Toy Story 2. Then Toy Story 3 was better. Ended so perfectly, and you're just like, you can't beat that. So I'm like scared, but at the same time, I have faith in them that they'll do it.
Yeah.
But
I'm excited about it because Rashida Jones is co-writing the script, and that's all I need to know.
That's all he needs to know, folks. And I'm pretty sure Lots of Hug and Bear probably won't be returning. Because have you heard about this little lawsuit going on?
No.
There's a lawsuit with a toy company who claims that Lotso Hug and Bear is too similar to their toy, Lots of Hugs Bear. And like apparently Disney's actually not winning this case at the moment. Like if you ask me what I've read about it, it really seems like...
Does their bear smell like strawberries?
I don't believe so. And frankly, it doesn't even look much like it. It's about the name, Lotso and Lots of. And
there's a difference of letter there.
Yeah, and I'm not okay with this lawsuit that's going on, and it's kind of weird. But I would not be surprised if you don't see Lotso at all in Toy Story 4. Did we see him in any of the specials?
No.
No, because what happens to him at the end?
I only hope that the little angel kitty that was in the Toy Story Land, the time,
Toy Story, the time
something
forgot.
got times forgotten.
The time forgot.
Got in time.
Toy Story.
Anyway, the kitty angel better be in it.
Okay, deal.
That's all I'm saying.
Okay. I think Toy Story 3 is focused completely around that.
4,
rather.
Kitty angel.
Kitty Angel.
Favorite character.
Toy Story 4, Kitty Angel.
You heard it here.
Breaking news. Breaking news. Don't believe us. So yes, there's that. Now, something I'm very excited about. More movie news, folks. Tomorrowland. Okay. Here in America, we're all very confused about Tomorrowland.
Yes. When the teaser released, cool. We saw like a glimpse of the landscape for like brief second. We introduced us to the pin. Cool. New trailer comes out. More story, but this trailer debuts nothing to do with Disney. Obviously, like the name Tomorrowland is in it, but no reference to Walt or the parks or anything. But we know they filmed in the parks.
Yes, we
quite
do.
a bit. So I'm still like, okay, what the heck does this have to do with Disney? Thankfully, though, over in Japan,
Yay!
They apparently like to know what the heck their movies are about. So they got more information than we did here in America.
A lot more. Oh my God, it makes so much more sense.
Yes. So if you want to know what's actually happening in Tomorrowland with Walt and with the parks, definitely go check out the Japanese trailer for Tomorrowland. It's still in English. There's just Japanese subtitles.
Yeah. And I think you cannot find it on YouTube anymore. Go to Vimeo, Vimeo.com.
Yeah.
I believe it's still there.
Or Daily Motion.
Yeah.
I watched it on.
Okay.
But it is a far superior trailer.
It starts in the park.
Yeah.
And here's the cool thing. Okay, so the kids on It's a Small World in which isn't in Tomorrowland, it's in Fantasyland, but the kids in It's a Small World. And basically a laser comes and sees the little pin and the floor opens and he basically goes down like a Pirates of the Caribbean type of shoot into like the real Tomorrowland.
Yeah.
You find out that like Tomorrowland, the theme park, is a cover for the real Tomorrowland where the geniuses of the world were creating a perfect tomorrow, including Walt Disney. And it's very exciting.
Sense, yeah.
Oh, so much more exciting. Highly suggest checking out Tomorrowland Japanese trailer.
Yeah, so I'm very curious to see because it's not that far away.
No.
So I'm very curious to see when they're dropping a more trailer 2 kind of here in America.
Maybe it's just going to be a secret. But I do think it's interesting. We've got some products coming out for Tomorrowland and they're releasing the pin. Or should I say pins? Have you seen 2 different designs?
No.
There are 2 different designs for these Tomorrowland pins. Slightly different. They're still like the giant T, but different backgrounds and such. And
okay.
I'm starting to think maybe that's like a whole thing in the movie. Like these 2 different styles of pins mean something different.
Gotcha.
And if that's the case, I think that's exciting.
Yeah.
They also have action figures, which are really funny because they're not really actiony at all. Like they're very old-fashioned, like, you know, very stuck... motionless toys. Not motionless, but stiff, to say the least. And I think there's 3 figures, which I thought were a little weird, but the pins rather are kind of exciting.
So I'm excited to see Tomorrowland.
Me too.
Awesome.
Awesome. Midnight screening?
Done.
Let's do it. I wonder what the El Cap will do for it. It'll probably just be like costumes and stuff.
What about the pre-show? Walt will come out.
Yep.
Hey guys!
Is that
That's my Walt?
Walt does not walk like that or sound like that.
Hey guys! Welcome to Tomorrowland. Cool.
Do the opening,
Awesome.
Do the opening day speech with that voice. To all who come to this happy place, welcome.
Hey yo, welcome.
What?
That's modern Walt Disney.
Oh, okay. That's what he would sound like today. Okay, in his 114th year.
Yeah.
All right. In any case, that's a lot of movie news that we got through, and that's the movie news for the week. Don't want to leave before mentioning a few other things, of course. Okay. I'm really excited about this. And actually, I've got a little story to tell you that just happened to me.
Okay.
Which is very exciting. Muppet Moments on the Disney Channel.
Disney Junior.
Disney Junior. I'm sorry. Yeah, Disney Junior, which is a separate channel, but also part of Disney Channel. Don't they show Disney Junior in the morning or something? I believe so.
Sure.
I think so. In any case, on Disney Junior, Muppet Moments. I think this is fantastic for so many reasons. I think the Muppets fit very well with the Disney family.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it's very sad that things aren't being done with them. I understand why a ton isn't being done, because kids don't know who the Muppets are.
Yeah.
Even though we love them, because we grew up with them, and people older than us grew up with them, kids, even with the 2 latest movies, I still feel like don't really know who the Muppets are.
Mm-hmm.
So Disney Junior is doing this segment where it's basically the Muppets talking to children, very much like you would see on Sesame Street all the time. And it's the core Muppets. And I think this is a fantastic way to introduce children to the Muppets, which I hope means we're going to be seeing a heck of a lot more of them.
Hopefully.
In the parks. I would even be good, it makes me a little sad to say this, but I'd love to see a Muppet Vision 3D upgrade. It makes me sad because it's one of the last things where Walt puppeteered Kermit. So I hate to lose that, but at the same time, I would hate to lose the attraction altogether, which is what I feel like is happening. So I'd rather they do a nice little update to it. But this is exciting. But the thing I wanted to mention was, and Patrick, you know where I just came from before we're recording. Don't say it, because I don't know if they want this information revealed.
Yeah.
I was somewhere before I came here, showed up early, was wandering around, snooping around, walked into a stage, and who's there but Miss Piggy, Kermit, Gonzo, Fozzie, and the rest of the Muppets. Laying motionless on a table.
They're sleeping.
In a lot of cases, like I think I saw 10 Miss Piggies, all in various forms, some with their head ripped off, some naked. It was a little disturbing. But actually, the really disturbing part was when they were like laying on the table, they covered just their faces with cloth. It was really weird.
They're sleeping.
Yeah, they were sleeping. And they needed it to be dark. So, I saw the Muppets again, which is so cool and so weird when you see them motionless. It's very weird, folks.
You mean when they're asleep?
When they're asleep, yes. Okay. It's so weird and so exciting. But they just, they're wrapping up their 3rd to last day of a 13-day shoot at this unspecified location. 13-day shoot is pretty big. And that means a lot more Muppet stuff coming.
Muppets!
I'm really got excited. Like really got excited. When I left the room, they shut the door.
They're like, you're not supposed to see this.
They did invite me in because I saw Sweetums, and I'm like, what's going on in here? And they're like, oh, it's the Muppets.
It's the Muppets.
I was like, oh my God. And then when they invited me in, I didn't think they thought, I don't think they knew I was like a crazy Muppet fan. And then they started talking to me, and they're like, oh, all right, bye.
You have to go.
They actually didn't kick me out, but when I left, they did close the door because they were like, yeah, no more of that. But come on, that's exciting.
Great.
That was cool. In any case, Muppets are coming to Disney Junior. Woohoo! And a lot more stuff, it seems like.
Hopefully.
Yes. Also want to mention a few little theme park things. Food things in the theme park seem to be happening a lot.
Yeah.
Here over on the West Coast, we have Smokejumpers Grill, which just reopened at Disney California Adventure.
Yeah, it's really funny because they had the wall that was like blocking off the whole Condor Flats.
Yeah.
Now turning into Grizzly Air Peaks land. But of course they had the quick service restaurant there, and they kind of just like creaked, like just cut off a section that re-walled the other section. So it's like a little inlet now straight to Smokejumpers. Mm-hmm. But I went in there this weekend, and I don't remember what the other one looked like. But decor is cool.
Structurally, nothing's different.
Yeah. Structurally on the menu, not much has changed either.
Which is really disappointing because I was actually reading about it on the Disney blog, and they're like, new menu items. And I was like...
It's like 1 or 2 changes, but like nothing major.
One of my friends like absolutely hates it was called the Taste Pilots Grill before. Hates, like, he's the worst place to eat in Disneyland, according to him. So I was hoping like there should be some nice updates because let's face it, we got to try it at some point.
Yeah, but
it looks pretty much the same.
Burgers,
some new nice details on the walls as far as decor and stuff. But it's open now, so if you want to try it out, Smokejumpers Grill at Disney California Adventure.
Like burgers, nuggets. The onion rings looked good.
I wish the waffle fries came back. I don't think they did. But when Taste Pilot Grill first opened, they had these awesome waffle fries.
I did get a water there, and it was pretty good.
Oh, good to know.
Yeah.
Big spender. Did you get your AP discount on the water?
I did. I got 10% off.
10% off of $0?
Yep. They gave me money back.
Oh, nice. You got a dime. Rock and roll. So that happened. Also over on the other coast at Walt Disney World, we have Donald's Safari Dinner at the Tuscan House Restaurant, which is at Disney's Animal Kingdom. Tusker, I'm sorry. Tusker House Restaurant.
Yeah.
At Disney's Animal Kingdom. Question. Is that in the park or is that part of the resort?
It is in the park.
Okay. Where is it?
It is right when you like enter. It's almost by the new Lion King Theater.
Okay.
In Africa.
Okay. Past the Tree of Life and everything.
Yes.
Like it's in the park.
Yes.
Okay.
To the left.
Cool. So that's happening. So a new character thing, which is kind of cool. And this is a dinner, which I think is semi-rare for character meet and greets, right? Aren't they usually
dinner,
breakfast?
Yeah. There is a Tusker House character breakfast in the morning.
Yeah.
So
I think they said a lunch as well. So I think they're going to have all day.
So yeah, it looks like a whole all-day thing now.
It's going to definitely be Donald and Daisy and some of their friends. So
in safari outfits, of course.
Yeah, of course. So that's happening at Disney Animal Kingdom. And finally,
the most exciting news.
Oh, beer gas?
Yes.
I'll let you announce it. Oh, this doesn't require confetti, does it?
I guess not.
Okay.
No, it's not super exciting because I don't get to experience it.
Okay.
But my favorite restaurant for like quick service lunch, technically it's quick service, is Be Our Guest. I think Be Our Guest is, of course, it's not the most convenient quick service area.
Technically quick service, not really quick.
But I have had Be Our Guest dinner before. It's okay, not my favorite dinner, but Be Our Guest lunch is great pricing, great everything. So now they're adding Be Our Guest breakfast,
which
and this is not a quick service. This is a reservation, kind of thing. I believe like you need to make reservations to eat for breakfast. But I saw some of the menus and it looks delicious.
Well, here's I mean, I think this is exciting news. I love to Be Our Guest. I thought it was a cool restaurant. And I just, in general, want more good breakfast options in the parks. I feel like, I don't know, you probably never experienced this. Tony's in Magic Kingdom at Walt Disney World used to have the greatest breakfast. I mean, to die breakfast. They had these things called breakfast calzones. Oh my God, so good. They got rid of it, and it never made sense to me. I kind of feel like they're encouraging people to eat at the hotels and stuff, and I feel like a lot of the good breakfast options are not in the parks anymore. So for that reason, I'm super excited about Be Our Guest having breakfast. I think that's great.
I think, and it gives people more opportunities to eat there, because obviously it was only open for lunch and dinner.
What time did it open? 11?
It opened, around like 11, 12. So now it's giving people that option to go in there, have breakfast, and have a good time.
Which is a good thing.
Yeah. Did you see the brioche French toast? It looks so good.
So where are you having breakfast next time?
Be Our Guest.
Okay. Cool.
I do think it's on a limited run.
Yes, it is. It's going from March 20th through June 18th. This is a test run. Obviously, if it works and if it makes money, they're going to bring it back. It is not a character breakfast. It's just a breakfast. But
it's in Be Our Guest.
Did you ever have Tony's breakfast?
No, I'm sorry.
Oh my God, it was so good. It was so good. Awesome. So now that I'm hungry, are you ready for trivia?
Is it about food?
Mine is not about food. Is yours about food?
No.
Oh, well then it's not about food.
Well, I think I already know your trivia question because I guessed it earlier.
We were discussing it a little earlier. We were speaking of the Hyperion Theater at the new home of Frozen Sing-Along at Disney's Hollywood Studios. Also the name of the theater that Aladdin performs at Disney California Adventure.
Woo!
The question is, what does Hyperion have to do with the history of the Walt Disney Studios?
I'm saying something. It was a theater in California.
It was not a theater in California. It is a theater in the Disney parks.
Something premiered there?
No.
No.
Nope.
Okay. Well, it was a theater in Disney California Adventure.
Does Hyperion Avenue mean anything to you?
It's a street.
Yes. Hyperion Avenue is a street in California.
Hyperion, they were looking in the future, and Hyperion was the technology they came up for in Big Hero 6, where they take lighting and so they named the theater after.
No.
But technically, that has to do with Disney.
Technically.
Therefore, I get it right.
Oh, sure. I'll give you the points. Hyperion Avenue is the location of the original Walt Disney Studios. From the years
19...
Just think for a minute. When did Walt move out here?
1918.
No, it wasn't.
1922.
It was it was early 20s. I think it was 22?
3?
22 or 3.
1926 to 1939.
Boom!
I know when they moved. I knew 1940s is when they moved to Burbank.
I was impressed. I was impressed by that guess.
I was trying to get it wasn't a guess. I know that they moved to Burbank in 1940 because that was a trivia question I answered before.
I know. That's what you just did.
I know. In my brain.
Anywho, yes, 1926. I was so impressed for a second. 1926. I think it's funny that I'm actually more impressed by the fact when I thought that you guessed it correctly as opposed to actually knowing it. When you knew it and I was like, oh, well, you knew it. But when I thought you guessed it, I was like, yes.
No, I knew.
That was almost worth confetti. Not quite.
Pop. Wait, I got you.
Oh, okay. Whoa! Confetti. Oh, great mess.
I want to eat it in my mouth.
So yes, 1926 and 1939. And do you know what afforded them to be able to leave that space and build a studio? This is pretty simple.
What? Oh, Snow White?
Yeah, Snow White. So Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, as well as a bunch of the animated shorts, were made at the Hyperion Avenue location. And then they could afford to build the studio. And they did here in Burbank, California. And oh my God.
In 1940.
I just disclosed the location of where we shoot. Burbank, California.
Wait, really?
Secrets revealed.
Oh no. Anyway.
So yes. And then I will say most of it's gone now, unfortunately. You cannot visit the Hyperion Avenue Studios. But the one of the original buildings is on the Walt Disney Studios lot, which I showed you before. I'm sure you forget it. But
probably.
In any case, yes, that's my trivia.
Woo!
Yay.
So earlier, talked about Tron.
Yes. Oh God, you're gonna ask me a Tron question,
and some of this we even mentioned.
At least this is an Age of Ultron.
Some of this we even mentioned.
Okay.
Do you know the year the first Tron premiered? Do you know the name of the second sequel in the year of that?
Okay.
And we've mentioned this.
Tron Legacy was 2010. You said. Tron, the original is just called Tron.
Correct.
And that was like if I had to guess, I want to say like 78.
A little higher.
79?
A little higher.
It was the 80s? 1980.
A little higher.
81?
A little higher.
82.
Yes, 1982.
The same year as E.T. I would have gone and seen E.T. twice.
But you probably did.
No, I'm not that old. I couldn't go see.
He did.
No,
he saw it.
I did not see E.T. twice during its original run. 20th anniversary? Yeah, maybe.
But yeah, Tron 1982. Tron Legacy 2010. Big jump. Big jump.
Big
Tron Legacy 2010. Tron Trilogy 2017.
That's not an official date. We haven't heard 2017.
No, but we have officially confirmed Trilogy.
Trilogy. Tron Trilogy.
So, yeah.
I feel like we're acting drunk right now, and we're not at all.
This is confirmed news.
What?
Tron Trilogy.
Trilogy?
Yeah.
Yeah, all right. Folks, that's going to do it for us this week. Thanks for watching and listening. And of course, connect with us on DisneyCoastToCoast.com. Check out our contests. We always have some contests going on.
I'm doing it.
Also, I want to mention, there's always so much news. We don't always get to it on the show because there's too much to talk about. You can catch more news on our Tumblr page. So if you're on Tumblr, make sure you follow Disney Coast to Coast. Of course, you can follow all that, DisneyCoastToCoast.com. We love hearing from you. Please comment below. Please write us. We love it. And then maybe we'll end up having a confetti section of our show named after you.
Ooh.
Because Lauren, let me tell you, she set the bar pretty high.
You saved this one all show.
I have. Oh, nice. Cool. Anyway, folks, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye.
Thanks for listening to Disney Coast to Coast. Have a magical day.
I don't remember if it was that moment or not. I actually think it was part of the light show.
Gotcha.
People go crazy for confetti.
Yeah.
Like crazy.
Yeah.
We should just throw confetti in the middle of our show.
I'm telling you.
Hit
People love confetti. Every time I go see Magical Map, there are kids scooping that stuff up.